Prepositions. Prepositions come before nouns or pronouns and show the relationship between the noun pronoun and other words in a sentence. Whenever there is a sentence and in there are nouns and pronouns, prepositions show the relationship between the them and the other words. They basically provide information about the location, time, direction, position, and other relationships within a sentence. For example, in these sentences, the prepositions are highlighted using the color red. So let's see the example one by one. The book is on the table. On shows location. She went to the store. To shows direction. They will meet at 5 o'clock. At shows times. The cat is under the bed. Under shows location. He got a gift from his friend. From shows origin. In here, the word to, she went to the store. Here, to shows direction. How? It is amplifying. It is saying that she went towards the store. On versus in versus at. But for time. What is the difference between the three? But I have heard many times that people are confused between three prepositions. So let's see them. Now they have many uses, but in this video we will only see their uses regarding the time. At. At is used for specific points in time, such as hours, times of day, and particular moments. Moments. Example, she will arrive at 7 o'clock. It means that it is showing a specific hour of the day, which is 7 o'clock. The meeting starts at at noon. At shows the specific time of the day, which is noon or afternoon. In used for general time frames such as months, years, seasons, and longer periods. In is used for the longer time period, and it is used generally for the months, years, seasons, etc. Example, the project will be completed in September. So, in is preposition that is used to show the generalization of the month September. We have not been given on which day, because if we have to see which preposition will be used, it will be on. Some important preposition we are going to see now. About. About means concerning or regarding something. Example, she is passionate about environmental issues. Above means higher than or on top of something. Example, the plane flew above the clouds. Clouds. Across from one side to the other. Example, we walked across the bridge. After, subsequent in time or order. Example, they went for dinner after the movie. Against, in contact with or in opposition to. Example, he leaned against the wall. One more example I'm giving for the opposition, it is he played or he debated against the opposition team. Along, beside or parallel to the length of, following a line or a path. Example, we walked along the beach. Among, surrounded by, in the company of. Example, he was among friends at the party. Around, in or to a surrounding location. Example, we drove around the city to explore. At a specific point or location. Example, meet me at the restaurant. At we also saw for time, but here we are using for location. Other preposition include before, prior to, in time or order. Example, we arrived before the concert started. Behind, at the back or rear of. Example, the car behind us honked its horn. Below, lower than or under something else. Example, the basement is below ground level. Beside, next to or by the side of. Example, he sat beside his friend in class. Sorry. Example, he sat beside his friend in class. Between, in the space separating two things. Example, the park is located between two tall buildings. beyond, on the further side of example, the mountains are beyond the horizon. Between means there is one object, there is another object, and between means middle of that. It can also be more than two, but when we use more than two, we use word amongst. More commonly, the word amongst is used for that. By, near or beside. Example, the car is parked by the curb. During, throughout the course or duration of. Example, he slept during the flight. Now, if we see, during has the letters dur, which is also used for the word duration. So, by that we can relate. For, intended, to belong to be used in, and or to be appropriated to. Example, this gift is for you, means the gift is for you. From, indicating the point in space at which motion or action starts. Example, she received a letter from her grandmother. Where did she receive the letter from her? Grandmother. In, within an area or space. Example, she lives in the city. Where does she live? She lives in the city. Into, expressing movement or action with the result that someone or something becomes enclosed or surrounded by something else. Example, he jumped into the pool. Here, into is used when the the thing that the action is being done on is surrounded by or enclosed by something else. Near, close to or not far from. Example, the store is near the train station. Of, expressing the relationship between a part and a whole. Example, the handle of the door. Of, away from a place or position. Example, the cat jumped off the table. On, positioned above and in contact with. Example, the book is on the shelf. Like this, we also saw the meanings of on, in, and at for location. And before we had seen in the differentiation or the comparison, we had seen the comparison between on, in, and at for time. So, what is the difference between the definitions of time and location? We saw that. Over, extending directly above or across surface. Example, the plane flew over the mountains. Through, moving in one side and out of the other side of an opening channel or location. Example, we walked through the forest. Forest is a location, or the opening of the forest might be there, but forest is a location and we walked through the forest. We moved from one side to the other side. 2. Expressing motion in the direction of. Example, she went to the store. Here, to is used when there is a particular location given. So, the particular location is the store. Under, extending or directly below. Example, the cat is under the table. With, accompanied by. Example, she went to the party with her friends. Her friends had accompanied her. She had the company of her friends before she went to the party. So she went to the party with her friends, with the company of her friends. Bye and thank you.